YouTube, today I really need your help. I need to ask you a question because I've been telling everyone and I have been sharing my experiences looking for a job during the maybe the past 2 months, and now here comes the good news. The good news is that I got an offer in Luxembourg, and I think I've shared that in my previous videos. Because this company they want to hire me firstly as an intern, and after 3 months they can give me a CDE, which is an unlimited um, contract in Luxembourg, and they would help me with my work visa in Luxembourg and my resident permit. So hopefully 5 years later I can apply for my the Luxembourg nationality. So I guess that's a very good news, and based on my research, the salary in Luxembourg is relatively very high in Europe, and the personal income tax in Luxembourg is quite low, to be honest. So that sounds like a really interesting opportunity. But but today I got another offer in London with a company that I've been talking to for the past 2 months. So after the 2 months interview, and I even tried to do a case study, and I presented my case study result to them, and finally they had their final interview with me on Tuesday, and today is Thursday. So the HR called me and said that everything went really well, and basically everyone liked me. So they would like to offer me a maybe a short-term contract in Paris for about 3 to 6 months. I think it might be 6 months, and later they would transfer me to they would transfer me from Paris to their London offices. So basically, 2 months after working in their Paris office, they will start the process of because currently they don't have the qualification to sponsor visa for foreigners. I guess I will be the first foreigner they hire in history, maybe, except for European EU residents, because now with the Brexit, they have I think everyone has to apply for the qualification to do the sponsorship in the UK. So I think the second opportunity sounds very interesting. It sounds very positive to me as well, because I basically talk to everyone. Yeah, I basically talk to the HR, to my line manager, to my line manager's manager, and to the managing director. So I make sure culturally I'm someone who will fit the team, who believe in their philosophy of doing business, and I believe that me and the team, we have a lot in common when it comes to the way we do things. So I think that's really something amazing for me. But the question that has been haunting me for the whole afternoon is that if I were to take this opportunity with this firm in London, that means I have to to deal with the visa processes for twice. Yeah, it's basically twice. Because firstly I have to do it in France, because now I'm a foreigner. I'm a foreign student in France. Even if they give me a CDD, which is like a fixed term contract in Paris, I have to apply for the visa, to renew my visa, etc. So that takes about 1.5 months or maybe 2 months. And after that, the company itself, they told me they will start the application to become a sponsor in the UK, and later they would consider transferring me from Paris to London. So that means my permanent role is actually will be based in London. So if I were to stay in Europe or maybe in the UK, I have to start over. So for me, the second job has a lot of uncertainty. What if the company they run into some uncertainties or maybe challenges when they are submitting their material to become a sponsor, And what if I didn't pass their probational period, and I got fired after 6 months or maybe 3 months? So I really don't know. And as I mentioned earlier, in Luxembourg, if you have if you have worked for 5 years in Luxembourg, you basically have the right to apply for the Luxembourg nationality, and then you can work freely in the EU. And in the UK, I'm not sure, but I think the positive part is that, if I were to live in the UK, the language shouldn't be much of a barrier compared to French or maybe other foreign languages. And I'm just not sure. So what would be your advice to me if you were in my situation? And I feel like, me being a foreigner, at this stage, if some company they really appreciate me and they offer me maybe a CD or maybe a CDD right now, or maybe after 3 months internship or trial period, that would be ideal. Because now, honestly speaking, I'm not thinking about how to make that much money compared to China, because obviously I have to pick everything up from scratch. And I just I think my biggest fear is that I don't pass the probational period and I got fired and I have to look for a job again and again, and it's just a dead circle for me. And the whole process is just painful. So YouTube, I really need your advice. So text me or maybe leave a comment and basically saying what will you do if you're in my situation, and explain me the reason why. Especially when you are an international student, or you were in my situation, and just give me some advice. So thank you.